just can't sit down like a fucking grandpa, though.
Oh, well, we're going.
Oh, are we going? Well, hello. Sorry we're late, but welcome to the Plank Podcast. We're finally up and running. And that's just because we're in Studio B. Studio A is having some water issues at the moment, so we might have a little hotline below for you to, send in your donations and everything else for the old eight side studios.
GoFundMe.
Yeah, GoFundMe. Yeah, it's
why
no
are we
joke.
laughing at that? It's not funny.
I know.
Kinda
Just a little bit of
messed up.
water. It
It's a
looks
terrible
way
thing.
worse than what it is, but I mean, my God, it's
All you
a
can do is
project once again over there. But it's granted, it's a good thing that things fall apart, so you can actually fix them again and make them better than what they were before. So again, welcome to the Plank Podcast. I am your host, Mr. Wayne Stallenfacher. We have the Spicy Gavin over there. Mother, I can send over doing all the knobs and stuff. He doesn't have a camera today, so he's just gonna be the voice of God in the background. Right. And then we have the one, the only Scott Lange, the guy who fixes everything percussion-wise. And, just great having you back in here. I give you a lot of crap on Wednesday nights. We do our little drum circle stuff. He is our dad. He kicks us out at 7 o'clock. And it's just great having you there. Great having you in here.
Yeah. Sorry I couldn't fix the audio problem last time.
Oh, yeah, we were fine.
I don't even know what happened, but I bet I couldn't fix it either. So there we go.
Oh, we got it all figured out.
I got to have absolute faith.
So we're back in here talking to you.
Yeah. Good to be back.
So just get back into the secret sauce. Tell us a little bit about what's been going on lately. This is October Road, maybe a little drummer's journey.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Just a pure hellscape of summer.
Summer is a beautiful time.
It's a horribly wonderful, beautiful, awful time.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just usually by August I'm ready to play indoors. I think next week we have all indoor shows for a little bit of a break, but
That'd be nice.
yeah, I mean it's between driving through severe weather and playing through severe weather, and
It's just been the craziest thing this year. It's just that all that rain popping out of nowhere. You've had to deal with that before? It was like here and there, but it's been constant this year, it feels like.
Well, here's what we were just talking about. If I went back and thought about all these wonderful summers where it didn't happen, I'd probably be wrong because my brain just X'd all that out.
We were talking about that beforehand.
There's a cognitive dissonance to the past where you just make it way better than it was. But so every summer I say, this is the worst summer yet for weather, and then it's probably not, but it just seems like it.
It's just warm and humid.
Well, yeah, and in the big storm in June, we were playing in Grand Forks, the real big one that came through, with the tornadoes and all that.
Yeah,
and that was a lot of devastation with that.
Storm chasers were here.
Yeah, they lived here for a month practically. Yeah. We were in Grand Forks, and they evacuated the fair, even though it wasn't really that close. So we're like, all right, I guess we're done playing, and we just packed up and started driving, and we didn't look at the radar as far as what was coming. And we drove right through that thing down 29 with no cover. When those hurricane force winds came through, we felt the whole truck and trailer start going like that, tipping up. And we just got to an underpass, and there was grain bins blowing across the highway, hitting cars and stuff.
Right.
And it was it was brutal. I've never experienced that in my life. I can say that for sure.
No,
so
did you guys make it?
No one died. Yeah, we're all here. Yeah, we're still alive, as it turns out. Yep, I woke up not dead again that morning.
That's cool.
Carnage is still out there. Even where we played yesterday, they had some of that stuff just out in the field. They're still cleaning up.
Yeah, it's still We played in Hunter on Friday, and we were looking across the street at the
we were
giant,
in the same area.
the giant
up at Page.
bins across the street, and oh my God, the roof is destroyed on one of those still. It's just you see it everywhere still.
Freaking crazy. Yeah, I think we got lucky, and that was the day we didn't have a show. And then everyone just got fucking blasted. Whoops, I said the F-bomb already, but that's me.
We started with an F-bomb.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, well, welcome to my house.
PG-13.
My dad can't form a sentence without saying that. So.
That's a sign of intelligence, I read.
To me, it's just you don't trust someone who doesn't swear because they're lying to themselves right there. Yeah. They're just,
you want to say it,
Exactly.
Someone who can't just when something really just goes down, you got it.
So what was going on in Hunter? Because I was literally looking at their old school they had for sale, and it was God, it was fairly cheap too, and someone was already starting to like put places to live and all this. Yeah, it was really cool. So, how was Hunter?
We're going to talk more about schools for sale because that's awesome.
Okay,
But I mean, I'm not going to. This is no one's fault, but we've played it probably 4 years in a row, so it's kind of our
4
fault.
years in a row?
Yeah,
Nice.
well,
Yeah.
that's the problem. I mean, it's dwindled.
Okay, long
So
in
it's
the tooth.
fine. I mean, we're glad that the people that did come out came out, but we need to, trust me. If anyone who's went to that is listening to this, there will be a different band there next year. I promise it won't be us. Please come back out. It's all right. You can be tired of us. It's fine. I get it, and that's sort of the ins and outs of that one.
They like
just,
what they
we
see.
just oversaturated it. But Saturday was Looney Days in Vegas, and that was the polar opposite. So thousands of people.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, and we love playing in
I'm trying to
Vegas.
think where Vegas is.
It's around one of the 10,000 lakes there.
Okay, so I'm Minnesota.
Is it by Fergus?
Vegas by
Incidentally,
Fergus.
no.
You sure?
Well, I don't know. First, I mean, you have to drive like two different. You gotta. I get lost driving around there. I don't know where I was at. There's a lake nearby.
There was. It was Minnesota.
Yeah.
Thousands of people, lake country.
How many can you name?
No kidding. You hear all these names, you're just like, yeah, that, there, just someplace. It's somewhere within 2 hours.
Yeah. So buying a school.
Buying a school. Are you what? Okay.
The band I was in a long time ago, he was considering it very, very much. There was one for like 20 grand. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. We'd have like the gymnasium to set up, like the full, show prep, just set up a stage in there, have a place to rehearse, put on the big show to practice in there with the space.
Nodding my head.
Everyone claim a classroom for like your personal space to do whatever the hell you want with.
Yep.
Have another room where you just party, trash it, just forget about it, lock the door, go on to the next one. And then have a garage to keep the vehicle. It would have been perfect. I was getting really pumped up for it. And he's just like, "No, I'm not going to do it." I'm like, "You son of a bitch."
Here's my thing
my
on
hopes
that.
up.
Is that a million years ago, when we were doing the nonprofit with our drumline thing, we were looking at doing something similar, in same vein, same idea, and everything else. We just need a rehearsal spot, and so well, you probably don't know, but drumlines they normally rehearse on like basketball courts, and everywhere else. That's where they usually do their performances at. So we're looking at all these, old abandoned schools that were within 45 an hour out and if you get kids away from their own places and the parents and stuff, they don't tend to have to work all of a sudden right in the middle of rehearsal, which is one of the things we have to work around. But the thing that we were finding out was that, yeah, the property is cheap.
Yeah.
Reasoning for it, usually there's certain chemical stuff that are still in the walls that need to be taken care of.
Ah.
Yeah, that wasn't a concern to me. But then you got to think about that you can't just let that thing freeze over the winter.
Oh yeah.
So what's that heating bill going to be like?
yeah.
Oh my God! So
Could maybe
that's-
like just block off some rooms, like seal them up, and just like
Those pipes are
plug the
still gonna
vents. And,
blow up.
well, yeah, but see, it's big enough. That's the abandoned part that we
that's
don't
the
go in.
idea I had. I was just like,
Yeah.
just do it that way. And everyone else just like, no.
And then if the whole thing like collapses on you eventually, you still have the property for sale. It's still worth something, even if the building's toast. I mean, I thought it would have been a good I thought it would have been a great investment, but it went a different way, and I never did get to live in a school.
Oh,
So
so
that,
was
as
that-
always, has been my dream.
That's crazy.
That was that place in Hunter. It was literally like 2 years ago. It was up for sale, and someone was
Yeah.
renovating it. They had like the little apartment type thing in there,
Yep.
and 2-story high ceilings.
Yeah.
Oh man, it just looked like a
I've seen them turn
like a
into bars.
mansion out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
But-
I've seen them turn into bars before.
and that's right next to Northern Cass, so I mean, there's gonna be people around, and
Yeah.
So
Keep chasing that dream, Wade.
yeah, one day I'll have my
Your
school,
own school.
the drum set in the corner of a gymnasium.
A sacred place of learning.
Gavin, you're awfully quiet over there.
Yeah, I am.
What's going on?
So the band, kind of, I don't know. We're having trouble finding gigs or,
Shows.
at least promoting. to get people out to shows, how would you go about doing that? For, could be for your band or
Oh, well,
just
How do you promote
advice for
Scott
any
Lang?
other bands.
we
Scott Lang for hire.
You're right.
we don't do shit.
You don't do shit, huh?
No, I mean we're a bare minimum kind of promotion band.
Gotcha.
I think. I don't know if the name's just been around long enough where we can afford ourselves that luxury, but all of us suck at social media, so it's just sort of like a few days before. Here's what we're doing this week. That's it.
How long's October Road been around?
100 years.
100 years?
At least 100. Probably.
Okay.
Probably. Yeah, maybe 2. If I really think about it, if I did.
Well, Moses at the first gig. Yeah, he was a pretty good fan. He only bought a shirt.
We actually fired Moses.
He showed up late. He was still drunk.
Back then the guy was always drinking. He hadn't quite figured his calling in life out yet. Long before the whole parting of the sea thing. I mean, that was cool shit. I would have liked to have seen that, but we were playing.
Yeah.
We had a Kiwanis gig. Actually,
Oh,
I
love you,
think
Scott.
I think 20 years, maybe 20 years sounds a little bit better.
20 years
No,
is
it's
insane.
no, it's gonna be like 25.
Oh my gosh, there we go. Word of mouth is a thing.
Because I've been in it for 10, which seems insane to think about right now.
A decade?
Yeah,
Oh.
that sounds even worse. Shut up! Don't say that.
No, that's the whole thing.
No
As
more
I talk
decades.
about, your stories go from years to decades,
Yeah.
and then you start realizing what the heck is going on.
Yeah,
And this week, I don't know how old you are, but I just hit the half-century mark. And
I'm 225. Based on our previous conversation, I'm at least 225. That's what I felt like when I got up today. Anyway, but,
so that's me. It's just I sit there, and it was like, not to get morbid now on the whole situation, but it was just like last week
The
we
world's on
lost
fire, Wade. Let's get morbid.
we lost so many people, and
yeah,
that's what
True.
kind of got me basically turning my hair on fire for the past few years. Is we lost a couple of really good friends, musicians
we did.
of mine, and one of the last ones, old Tom Christensen. Still miss that guy. Last time I saw him alive was with you at Drummer's Journey, December 23rd, because we had a show that night at the M&J, and I went to pick up that hi-hat stand.
Yeah.
And there he was, and I was giving Tom a bunch of crap about, hey, if I got to play in the Lake Agassiz Wind Symphony, you got to play too. We made that deal a year ago, and he just turned and said, go practice. And that was the last thing he ever said to me. And I'm just
how you
like,
want it, though.
that's a
Yeah.
Tom thing
That's
right there.
yeah. That's no. There's no other way that could have happened. Yeah, but that was a common occurrence to see Tom at Drummer's Journey. I mean, that was.
You guys are
yeah.
always fixing things or trying to figure out how to put stuff back together, and
Well, he would because he would tell me something one day when he was in there, and I'd be like, "What? You have one of those or something?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, you want me to bring it in?" Like, "Yes, please." And I'd think, "Okay, I'll see him next week," and then he'd be back in like 20 minutes, and he'd have the thing. I'm like, "Oh, there. Oh, okay, yeah, we're really
The
getting into this
lifestyle
now."
of
Yeah,
Tom.
yeah, right. He's just like, "Here we go. This is the drum." Here's all the history of it that I know.
the serial
Here's what I
numbers.
think about it, and here's why this one's different. And it's like, oh, Jesus, man. Yeah, his collection was insane.
Walking encyclopedia.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So he was the one that was teaching me how to fix timpani, which I have to do now. Thanks, Tom.
That
So-
falls on you now.
Yeah, but he literally could tell you serial numbers off these things off any school just off the top of his head, and you're just like, what?
Encyclopedia.
How do you do that? What's that? And then we'd play the ear games. I accidentally found one of the old A pitchforks, because he used to walk around with one of those in his pocket. That was turned into a Tom reminiscent pod, but that's okay. Walking around with one of those
time for Tom.
pockets, and then he'd sit there and sing B flat, and then he'd hit his thing and make sure that he could sing B flat still while just listening to that A.
He would carry one of those
Yeah,
with him?
and that was just like a game in the 90s that we'd do all the time. Like, do a C. Beep. Nope.
This is a wild question. Does anyone have a tuning fork in their pocket?
Yeah.
He'd be like, what key?
Yeah.
Which note do you want? Yeah.
Because of that. So Tom, miss you, man. But
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
That's why I turned my hair on fire, and it's like, it's time to go
Go practice.
go out. Yeah, if I'm going out, I'm going out in flames. So let's put this thing to the floor.
Yeah. Yep.
So that, I don't know. just been thinking about that, and then like last week we lost all those people and everything else, and it's just like, wow, what is going on here?
Yeah,
And
that happens when you get older, I guess. People, your musical heroes pass, and then you don't like to ever see your friends though, because then you feel like that you're getting too old. Like like it's just.
Are you next?
Yeah, it's unnerving, but it is troubling just to see so many people that, well, like Ozzy or somebody that you're a fan of.
Yep.
You see like the celebrities go, and you just thought they'd be around forever. And it's like, oh my God, they really were old. It's like it's gonna happen to all of us.
We got that too.
It's
and then
terrifying.
Ken from Ken's radio, and what was that other guy's name? Do you remember?
That just passed?
Yeah, he was one of the downtown guys. Cito knew who he was really well.
Oh,
I can't think of his. I'm sorry.
Oh, are you talking about Bud from Shenanigan Chuckle?
No, who's this?
That's
now?
another one, man, in recent history. Yeah, it's sad.
God, I'm just missing the name. Yeah, just another one that just passed, and you're just like, okay.
Yep.
Okay, which is a great question about getting gigs, getting back out there, and just making a showing for yourself.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I never answered your question.
No,
How do we promote gigs?
We're getting to it.
How do we promote gigs? Well,
it's like, don't suck.
Yeah.
And
just ask Moses.
Ask Moses.
Yeah. Yep.
Until you have to fire him.
You got a phone number?
Yeah.
I got the phone number.
Yeah.
There was this idea you had for like a book that had all the answers, and that was going to be the thing. And we just said I couldn't see it, so I missed out on the ground floor of what became the Bible, and it's a little known thing that some people read, I guess. But yeah, I really missed out on that one. Could have made millions.
That's not one of the night. Oh, well, that's beautiful. So what's coming up with October Road? Anything new, special?
Oh, we're always special.
Just grinding. We're always special.
There's always something special that happens. No, actually August is the busy month.
Okay.
This week was our first week of 3 in a row with 3 shows.
Nice.
Like a weekday show and then the full weekend. So we got Wednesday, Friday, Saturday this week, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week.
Dang.
And last week we picked up a Tuesday at Microsoft.
Nice.
Private party thing.
Yeah.
Which again was because of, I think, a death in one of the musicians' families that was going to be playing that show originally. So it's like,
Dang.
it's the season of it, I guess, and it's depressing.
No, it ain't right. That was my birthday week. I'm supposed to be doing it then. So.
Oh yeah, happy belated.
Thank you. That's the whole
Yeah,
thing.
you missed
It's
his show at Specs with the special drums. What do you call those
What?
drums? Water
Tenors.
drums? Tenors?
They're tenors. We just threw water on them.
It was
Oh.
sweet.
Little Blue Man Group stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
It went okay.
Okay.
I got some
thought it
work
was
to
cool.
do on that. There's
people
ideas.
enjoyed it.
Well, if you enjoyed it, I really appreciate it.
It was cool.
I got done with that. I was just like, there are so many things I could have done better.
Isn't that every show though? You always
Yeah.
think that.
Well, this was the first time we pulled them out. Got it all black lit and everything else. Got the sticks all colored up and stuff. So.
Well, one thing I don't want you to worry about, Wade. I hope this hasn't been keeping you up at night. I hope I hope you weren't worried about messing up the stage at Specs. I know it's like really tidy up there. That's I hope you weren't concerned about spilling water on that stage.
Dee didn't seem concerned.
No,
She asked us on back. She wants us to play her 55th birthday. So I was like,
There you go.
that's kind of an honor, I think. So
Better bring the water.
well, the
Yeah.
water's coming. So I got to get some new things figured out.
it's definitely not the biggest mess that happened on that stage at sure at some
Oh
point.
God, I got stories about Specs. that good thing it happened in the past before cell phones.
Well, yeah.
Even though one was talked about on the radio, we used to have a. Oh, I probably even shouldn't go into this, but God,
That means you absolutely have to.
yeah. What was his name?
God, we're old. Jesus, just
we're
a
gonna
bunch
have
of
to-
old guys. sitting
No
around.
kidding. I can
is
picture him and
terrible.
everything else. It's just I'm trying to remember what they used to call him. But he was on 107, one of the big DJs on there.
David Ortiz?
No,
It's a
he does
baseball player.
photography now. He's been going around with like like Slipknot and stuff, doing photos for them.
Angus Young?
Oh. I'm sorry. It's blowing the name. I'll remember it as soon as the cameras turn off.
It's not. Oh crap! Oh man, I had it.
See? It's not. It's contagious, everybody.
Is there like a gas leak in here?
There's
Like,
probably.
what's
We
going
know
on?
there's people yelling at the screen.
Just looking at my hand, like.
Yeah. But he was in the group, and that was the reason why we got to open for like Pop Evil and stuff. That's what I think, at least. And well, we did certain things that probably should never have happened in public. And the next morning, he's sitting there talking about it over the radio.
Oh, no. Dang.
And it was funny. Nothing ever happened, but I mean, it was pretty hilarious, I think.
Well, the radio is not like the internet. It's not permanent, like unless someone was recording the radio. It's like the radio
Making a
gets,
mixtape.
it goes out there and then it's gone. Like that's the beauty of radio. Like now, it's, if you say it and it's on the internet somewhere, they'll find it forever.
Like the Gen Xers out there doing their mixtape off the radio.
Right.
Like these millennials and Zs we have in here. Yeah, I sent Nick some Zillennial tests last night, and I don't know, there's a couple that he was kind of contentious against or whatever.
I wasn't alive during that
Yeah,
explosion,
exactly. So I'm just
no.
like, how could you be a Zillennial? I don't know. We're not supposed to let you into the club.
Is that the word? Zenennial?
Zillennial. So Gen X goes from 65 to 80, and then the Zillennials are millennials that were raised by X's, basically Gen X people. So they have the tendencies of being Gen X, but they still have all the technology stuff of a millennial. So
never
they
knew
kind
this. I always
of
wanted to
blur
understand
those
this.
lines. And they say that starts around 77 to, what was it, 90? Something like that.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's a long. Yeah, that's a big group.
It's a
weird.
pretty big
It's a
group.
big
Well,
group of people.
millennial starts at 80 until
86.
86? Oh, it starts in 86?
So
Okay.
maybe
We'll have to
not.
check our
Yeah, we'll have
timelines.
to fact
The internet
check.
may
Yeah.
lie to us.
That's true.
Nah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
That's not been my experience.
You can trust Wikipedia, though.
Yes, it's
And you got these Gen Zers. But the thing is that the more Gen Zers been working with lately, you guys give me hope. You guys come in, you have this work ethic, you got like ideas, and you're grinding through them again. And it's like, man, this is great. Not like my
Your brother with Gen Z brother?
no.
your Gen
That
Z
doesn't
twin
add up.
brother.
That doesn't add
I
up.
do have a younger one.
Just
He's
do
a
some
tad younger.
quick math on that.
Not like my kid, I should say. Oh, we freaking love having you. in these
Never
guys.
good at counting with my fingers.
Wait, so how old are you?
24.
Think
24.
about that. That was
Yeah.
24, and you say he's a hard worker. He gets shit done. This guy, he's a hard worker at 24.
These groups have been, it's like I've been working with one all summer, and oh my God, it's just been getting crap done.
It's
And
turning it around, man.
I was like, what's going on? Like, that's cool. I remember my kid growing up, he's a little bit younger than you. So, technically a Z, but I would say that he didn't even want to get his driver's license.
Huh.
Like, literally, he was in the military, and this is how great the military is that they made him a driver, not realizing he didn't even have a driver's license.
Wow.
And so then he had to
How
get
does
his
that
driver's
work?
license.
That sounds
And now if you
awesome.
met him, he's in HR. But he talks way worse than I ever will. I'm just like, do they know who you are? And he's like, doesn't work that way. I'm like, okay.
I remember you mentioned that the first time we tried this about not wanting the driver's license, and that blows my mind.
It does.
I can't even wrap my head around that.
When
one.
did you get your driver's license there, Gavin?
Well, I have my permanent 15, and then license was 16.
Yeah, you were
bit,
standing
man.
in
Yeah.
line
Yeah.
like the rest of us.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He did not care. I mean, when did he get into the military? 18, 19? Yeah. And they kind of forced him into it. So, but I showed him how to drive a stick. I think that's what got
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Was that they got to wherever they were going, and good old Gen X again, showing you guys how to drive that stuff. So many ways you could sabotage this nation against all you Z's and stuff.
yeah.
Just with rotary phones and
Oh, yeah.
freaking, manual transmissions.
Scary phones.
They are.
Well, you have to know a number too.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
gotta
hardest
remember
part.
the
You have to
number.
know the
You
number
gotta
that
know
you
how
want.
that thing
Like how?
operates.
Yeah, that's. Well, I mean, even I would struggle with that at this point. That's for two reasons. Because A, I can't remember anything, and B, yeah, I haven't had to for quite some time. But I just thought of a slogan for the Army if it was based on this. And it should be, if you can ride a bike, you can drive a tank. Don't need a driver's license.
I guess.
Don't need one.
Maybe so. They showed them how to drive a stick, and then they got to wherever they were going, and someone had to move a Humvee, and the Humvee was a manual because of reasons. Probably and he was the only one that was able to move it. So all of a sudden, I think that's what got him into the little driver's thing. But
This guy knows how to put a car in reverse. He's a valuable asset.
That's what it is.
Crazy.
Oh, but let's get to more of your fix-it stuff there. Because I was even in a drummer's journey last Wednesday when we were doing our little drum pad thing, and then up there, it's like it had bearing edges that you guys can fix. You have the machines in the back to fix bearing edges and stuff on drums?
We do not do that in the store.
Okay.
We-
I was
yeah.
kind of wondering about that. It was that, and I was asking Mike about they talked about like the laser thing you can do on the cymbals, which I thought would be crazy cool to do on my cymbals, but apparently it's from a company.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
order
yeah.
from
We're
that.
not set up to do lasers either, which is
Okay.
probably smart. But yeah, the bearing edges are done
There's
by.
something Nick and I were doing last week. I talked about this.
Okay. The bearing edges are done by a friend of Mike's in Jamestown. He's a master carpenter, and he's got a router and a nice, they use like those perfectly level granite pieces to like check, make sure everything's flush and everything with
Exactly.
it. And yeah, he's excellent at it.
The only drum I had that was like that was that George Way drum I have in the thing. I
Yeah.
remember sending a piece of glass. It was just
Yeah.
dead on. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is beautiful. So with that being said, and with your expertise, can you go out and get that CB700 kit and then get those bearing edges all nice and cleaned up so that it actually sounds right?
You're talking like fractions of a percent better at that point.
Oh,
But yeah,
really?
I mean,
Okay.
theoretically,
Fractions of percent.
if that was the problem, I mean, if they were actually bad edges, sometimes the edges aren't the problem on those. It's the fact that, there's hardware falling off that's stripped, or the heads
Come
that
on,
have
it's
been
from
on
the
there
90s.
for
The stuff was built to be built.
I got some.
some of it, yeah, some of it, not all
I got
of
some
it.
bearings on my fidget spinner I could give you.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
fidget spinners!
There
I
you
forgot
go.
all about that. I was
That's not even the. It's not even the right
That's why we
bearing.
have Kevin here. You gotta have the guitar player. In the back.
No idea what you're talking about. Just smile, nod.
All right. So that's a good thing too, is that people don't know what we're talking about. The bearing edge on a
yeah.
drum is basically where the drum head lays on top
Is
of
it
the
a
drum.
bear with a ring?
It's an edge. Is
Bear
something
rings.
else?
Yeah. So a drum's in a circle, correct?
Yeah.
And then on top of that
Wait,
circle,
what?
Okay, wait.
I thought it was a
Slow
square.
down, Einstein. Back
those
it up here.
Trixton drums they made back in the day.
Yeah, see,
that's a
right.
whole different story. I wonder how those work, but that's a whole different tangent. But it's like, so you have like the ring, and then you put the drum head on top there with the hoop. And what the whole idea is that if they're perfectly flat and perfectly round, they tune up better. So it'd be kind of like a timpani, where if the timpani's in the round, then it's basically, it gets a better tone that comes out of it.
Okay.
Because again, the frequencies would have a better time being able to get around the material, correct?
Yeah. I mean, there's very little of the drum head that actually touches the drum. It's just a fine.
They wouldn't have
edge
bass
right around
traps.
there.
Is that a good way of saying it, Nick?
What?
He's
already glazed
what
over.
just happened?
You start talking about circles and stuff.
And when have you ever found in the public school system a timpani that was perfectly round and not
Well-
dented up too? I mean, this is not going to happen.
Just saying is what we're trying for.
It's like if you need to get up to like that G, you just like hammer the shell a little bit more, pound out that dent, and then you'll actually bring up the pitch.
There you go.
And the copper ones, yes.
Yeah. Yep. And if you bought a school, you might find you might find some still in the band room. That could be an added value to that. I mean, you spend $20,000, you have $600 worth of timpani in there on top of it.
There you go.
You're already in profit, man.
Love you, Scott.
Why didn't we? Why have I not owned a school?
Yeah, no kidding.
This is gonna haunt
can
me.
fix the bearing edges.
I'm
You
not
know,
staying
now
on
that if we pound it, Maybe we can bring Moses in. He can show us what's going on.
I haven't done well staying on topic today. I'm sorry.
It's a podcast. That's what it's supposed
true.
to be about.
That's true.
I don't even know what
So you
we're
can see the
talking
people of October
just
Road.
talking.
This is the drummer. The rest of the band's
idea.
got to be hilarious. So.
Yeah, there's something all right. There's something. God bless him. I love him.
But I just saw the bearing edge thing, and I'm like, well, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Being
yeah.
able
I
to
mean,
fix those as well.
It can be done. Yeah, absolutely. We've done mostly the work is done on the drums we've been building. Maybe we've done a few repairs. I can't remember. I don't remember seeing anything too gnarly coming
you
in.
got to
But
go into more on the idea of that drummer's journey is now building its own drums.
Oh,
That I was not aware of this.
Yep.
Mike talked about it a little bit, but
well, he probably covered it in great detail. But what's happening is really cool. We've got a bunch of snare drums that'll be coming out here pretty soon.
oh, seriously?
Different sizes, different woods.
Cool.
All built mostly in the shop, except for, like I said, the edges will go to that guy in Jamestown that does those for us, and
Okay.
some really cool wraps and finishes, and anything you want done, we can do.
No kidding.
Okay, so you're just basically custom building them for people, or you guys just had like this idea of making a run?
Well, that's how it started. We got I think 6 shells just to start doing them, and then we started telling people that, and then we actually did put a custom order for a guy, Derek McDonald, who I think you'd probably know.
I think that's where I learned about this.
Yeah, and he came up with a really cool idea for one, and we kind of put that at the front of the line, and that one's just about finished, and it's going to turn out. I mean, we'll definitely be posting pictures of it when it's done.
Very cool.
So you can go back and do the Vinnie Paul diamond plate.
Yeah, we'll probably do that somehow.
That'd be so
Figure it
heavy.
out. I remember that drum. Or no, he had one with
You know,
snakeskin too. He had a snakeskin
Yeah.
one. That was pretty cool.
It was that diamond plate one. I just looked at it, I was like, God, that's gotta be heavy.
Yeah, weight of drums is a big concern for me now these days. Just things are heavy. I can't remember things.
From
It's
getting
just-
older,
yeah.
your drumstick gets smaller and smaller.
Yep. Set up less stuff. Just been rocking the 4-piece kit all summer.
So we've been talking about getting this inflatable drum set thing. Actually,
Inflatable.
Nick came in with the idea, and I think it's brilliant. That I was always talking about anti-gravity. Someone's been working on that for a while, but you got to figure that out. Or maybe we can get drones that can just grab your equipment and then put it to where it needs to go.
Amazon.
Amazon drones.
Yeah, until all of a sudden your floor tom just there it goes.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yep.
Come back.
Tommy Lee, get your heart out.
Then it just drops it. Like 50 feet in the air. Just bam. There it is. Got it.
So Gavin, you're awfully quiet over there. What we got?
Yeah. You might have said this last time, but let's brush up on maybe your favorite experience in music.
The favorite experiences.
Yeah. Could have been something funny, something fun,
Not Vergus.
something crazy.
I was just gonna say last night
Last night?
because that's as far back as I can remember now.
I was thinking about buying a school.
Yeah, so something really good happened last night. That was good. Yeah, it was fun. Where were we again? Yeah,
Fergus or Burgess?
Hunter last night.
Vegas? No, it was Hunter was Friday.
Oh, okay.
But,
Never mind.
yeah.
I got it mixed up.
It doesn't matter. It really.
What did you hunt for?
Aw. Dad jokes
Now
already.
That's it for me. What the hell are we talking about? Oh, favorite thing.
Yes.
I kind of remember what I mentioned last time, but I'm going to go with a different part of that day. I think last time was just kind of the big show experience that we had, like playing in front of a pretty massive crowd, probably the biggest I ever have. But earlier in that day, we were on the other side of the state at a NASCAR race opening for somebody.
NASCAR.
Yeah,
Cool.
there's a NASCAR track in Iowa. It's
Okay.
pretty cool. I'm not much of a racing guy. I don't know shit about it.
Nothing.
cool.
I did just watch that Ford versus Ferrari movie, which
That
is
is actually
fantastic.
really good. And there's a dock that
Wow.
goes right along next to it too. That
Okay, I'm gonna
that was
check that
actually
out.
made out before that.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, I'm way late to the party on that one, but it was a great movie. So we opened there, and then we went to the little airstrip there, and kind of just outside of Des Moines, and got on this little tiny ass plane, and flew back to the east side of the state to do the show that I mentioned last time, where we opened for Lady Antebellum.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, and so we did 2 shows like that in one day. And
Did you get catering? That's going to be the real thing.
yeah, we got the leftovers. we got what they didn't eat. You take it. We went to the airport, and there was, of course, all the drivers. Had their PJs parked there. I was just like, which one are we on? And then like that one, it's like this little like tiny ass like dual prop like little pack of gum with wheels. Sit down, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. That's what it's gonna be. Okay, so we're sitting in there. It was probably grossly overloaded with people and gear that we had to take. It's amazing.
You had to load your gear into that thing too.
Well, just a little bit of.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a guy setting up my drums at the other place, and then a guy picking up my drums after we left.
Stuff, yeah.
This only happened once. This was one day that this happened. This did not happen every day. One day. Yeah. This is where we got a taste of how things could be. Yeah. And then after we left, someone took care of all our stuff we left at the other show and brought it back. But we get in this plane, and I was pretty nervous. I thought, this is a bad idea. Like, it's just too many people in here. Like, the pilot was like,
how big was the plane?
It's like a little Cessna or whatever.
Okay,
Something
but
tiny.
How many people were in there? 4 or 5?
Well, there's 4 of us in the band, five maybe, plus the pilot, and then a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
And he was like taking off, and it seemed like we went a long ways. He's like, yeah, it took a little more lift to get going there. I'm like, is that bad? He's like, that's probably fine. I'm like, oh, God.
Probably.
I'm not gonna make it. Like, this is it. I was just like, this is Leonard Skinner all over again. This is gonna be bad. Oof. And we made it, and it was fun. But it was it was just kind of a cool day to just have that logistically set up that way.
Adrenaline junkie all day long.
Yeah, just nonstop. I mean, day started at 5-6 in the morning probably, and got home at I don't know if I stayed. That actually
sounds like a hell of a time though. That's a great story too.
Yeah.
She ended with Lady Antebellum.
It was cool. Big
Straight
crowd.
From NASCAR. I'd be stoked at the NASCAR thing.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was just cool to even see. Like, you can't even fathom how fast, 180, 200 miles an hour is till you see them go by. Like, you can't focus. Like, you can't focus on a car till they're on the other side, and you can see them going. But when they go by, you don't see anything. You just hear it and feel it. It's insane. Yeah, like, I don't know how a human being can, keep something like that under control.
I was kind of talking about that last night. It's like Brian Urlacher. If anyone doesn't know, middle linebacker of the Bears for probably about 10 years ago or something like that. He's just a beast. Yeah, and they say you can't really fathom how fast this guy is until you see him live. Yeah. So I'm going to guess it's the same idea. So when you're watching NASCAR on TV, it's just like you just fall asleep for a while with the beer.
Yeah, right. That's why I'm convinced racing on television is, like most sports, it doesn't do it justice. I mean, there is something about being there and seeing what's actually happening where it's like, holy shit.
Live music is great.
It's true.
Live music, too.
Live anything.
If you had to watch October Road on television, I mean, terrible. You're the worst. Worst show ever. You gotta be there.
It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
Gotta be there.
Yep.
So that, I don't know, it just brings up that Gavin's dad contacted me earlier today and was talking about doing like a rock fest or something. So in October.
Yeah, we might
like an
reach
all-day
out.
type of live thing, basically tell all the colleges and stuff about. I got a whole bunch of ideas, and your dad's awesome. So thank you, Chad. You got my wheels turning on that one right now.
Like here in Fargo somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We'll be at the TAC.
Sure.
Get a hold of the TAC.
Well, we haven't talked to Todd at all, so it's just
We're just gonna show up. Todd, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
I can't see him not wanting to do that.
Oh no, he'll be down.
It'd be cool. Yeah. My boss I work for Max Hardware, kind of the company at the DC, and our boss, he does these rib contests, and we're gonna see if he can maybe bring his rib contest to us.
Yeah, be another way
at the TAC, and then we could have live music outside and have ribs or whatever.
The more
food trucks and
games, and then
whatever.
pedal tractor pulls and stuff.
Yeah. The more you can do.
5-10 bands, just kind of
have a parade,
roll through. Yeah. A big green one.
Big green tractor.
Big green one even. Yeah. No, that brings me to a point though. The more you can do at an event, and I see this way too much.
Yes.
And I'm sure you do too. All the guys in bands that play street dances, outdoor stuff in the summer, the ones that are awesome have a zillion things going on.
Exactly.
The ones that
Catch
suck
people's attention.
have you in like this barren, vacant parking lot, like a quarter mile away from where the booze is being sold, and they're just like, have fun.
Yeah.
It's like this.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do with this? Like, everyone's going to stand over there where the beer is. Yeah. We're a half mile away with nothing else going on around it. What do you think's going to happen?
If you get the keg and put it on the stage.
Yeah.
Am I onto something here?
I think you might be.
The band serves.
Yeah. My night would
I don't
get
know
better.
if that's legal.
If you're a bartender,
I'll have to look
you
into
are.
that. Yeah.
So, a note to all you would-be event performer or event producing people.
Providers.
Do something.
Producers.
Make something happen. Do things. Have things. Don't just put a stage out there and just expect that the band is going to, bring the circus to town.
We could
Just
do
doesn't
like
happen.
sheep petting too or something.
Sheep petting?
Sure.
I
Be kind of cool.
like that. I know people have sheep
Or
and chickens
pigs
and all
and
sorts of stuff.
have
Yeah.
a bunch of animals
Have
there.
a little zoo.
All right.
Dude,
I could bring my
I
cat.
love this brainstorming. Let's keep going. Hot air balloon rides?
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Right.
I've never seen one of those go down.
Yeah.
I would have, truth
Oh,
be
if you got
told,
comments, put them below on that stuff.
truth
The
be
band
told,
Led Zeppelin,
Oh,
that's
make
a
sure you
big
like
thing.
and subscribe too. We
Right.
need more subscribers on the channel. We really do.
if we would have hot air ballooned from point A to point B for that show, I would have felt safer than in that plane. I would have
I
been.
can't imagine that plane. You probably could feel every time the wings
Oh,
bent
it's
or
it's just
anything.
yeah, it's just you're in like a little tube. Just
Yeah.
it's terrible. It's the worst.
So what do you have to do mentally in order to like get around that besides just not care? It's like, I'm young, I ain't dying today.
Drink heavily.
Drink heavily.
My advice to you.
I had a little help from Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
The Royal Whiskey helped me out.
Oh, but we got to get into the future stuff. I remember that being the fun part about last time. It just got ridiculous.
Future's terrifying way to
It
refuse
is
to talk about
terrifying.
it.
It's like,
I'm old and frightened.
What's this AI doing? We're looking into stuff, and I was looking into those robots that are being made. God, what the heck's the name of those again? I even looked them up.
Don't ask me questions.
I was thinking
have we
Colossus,
remembered
but that's what I call my
collectively-
cowbell right now.
Have we collectively remembered a single thing
No
in this
kidding.
room
I don't
like
think so.
accurately at all?
All in the same room.
Yeah.
Nobody can remember
Those
shit.
Tesla robots.
Jesus.
Tesla bots, yeah.
Tesla bots. Oh gosh, it was just some. Yeah, it was it wasn't a generic name per
Alexa?
se, but it was.
Alexa?
Yeah, nah. It was like from a movie. I just can't think of the name, but I'm not going to look it up.
iRobot?
Unless someone has a
movie.
chance to be able to look it up on their phones.
R2D2.
But at the Tesla headquarters, it's right now what it's doing is it gets people popcorn, and it just autonomously just gets people popcorn for it. Doesn't really talk yet, but that's the beginning of it.
Yeah.
How many years is it going to take for that to
I don't know.
happen?
You ever been over to Dwayne's Pizza?
Have I
That
ever?
robot, yeah.
That robot brings you the pizza. It's
In
like,
Midtown.
how the hell does that know how to bring you pizza? Yeah.
Midtown.
Dwayne's
It's got even
Pizza?
2 racks on there. Bring 2 pizzas
Midtown.
to you.
Really at Midtown?
Midtown.
Yeah.
Oh.
It used to be Dwayne's, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I worked out there for a while.
You didn't see the robot on your birthday?
No.
Yeah?
No, it
they
was
got
just
a
some
robot
kid.
now.
He said we had to pay at
You
the
don't hear that
bar,
every day.
and then we went to the bar, and then the kid wouldn't hand me my pizza. He
What
put it on the
heck?
bar.
You
I'm
didn't
like-
get the robot, huh?
So he didn't get a tip.
Robot doesn't get the tip, but
No.
it'll give you a table.
Well, the kid was trying to was bringing
You
the
don't
pizza
tip
over, and I went
robots.
to grab it from him, and he just literally just shoved it to the side of me. I was like, okay.
If we start tipping robots, society is over.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Can't be done. And
What if the robot feels bad then after that? They're
that
starting
robot.
to
and this is the attitude we need to maintain. If
Yes,
we're,
it is.
if we are going to
Keep
survive,
superiority.
yes,
Wait.
we either have to give them short extension cords or something because we're laughing about them just being able to bring us pizza and make popcorn. We should be happy that's all they can do.
no kidding.
Because if things keep advancing, that's it. It's over.
It's that superiority complex that's coming into play, though. That's a scary idea.
T-shirts.
Yep.
Fuck them bots.
Oh, was that on Futurama or something?
I don't know, man.
Could have been.
Oh God, no, but the AI is coming, and I don't know. It's been getting kind of some hope with it. It's just that obviously it's like the art that I used to be able to put out and the art that I can put out nowadays is just far superior. And the videos that's been coming out lately has just been really cool. I mean, it's really tough to tell. And even a couple weeks ago, we had Elias Youngblum on the podcast, and he's blind. So we put on some music to see if he could pick out if it was AI or not. Because AI has been basically getting on Spotify and everything else and getting trending with just basically an AI band making up its own music. So it's not even real people. It's someone just saying, do it. Okay.
It's not true. It is a person that is telling AI what to do.
Yeah.
It's not just a computer deciding to make music.
But if I just say,
Again, one
write
of
me.
those is fine. The other one is terrifying. We need to be telling it what to do. We can't just let it do.
Yeah.
But when it gets to that point, that's the whole thing. So it's just like, can you tell the difference between them? And then E was able to actually pull it off, and so was Nick, to a point. They're even on the same page of how they figured it out. And I was just sitting there, just like, I'm the drummer. I don't know what I do.
Most of the ones I hear are just like really sexually explicit country songs.
Just funny songs. Yeah.
that are
I
just
have yet to fall into this
that
vein.
are just awful.
Those are hilarious. So, yeah.
It's like, that's not what they would actually sing about. I don't think. Maybe. But I don't. Yeah.
No, there was some sick stuff that we've heard in the
Yeah.
past. Yeah, they're trying to be funny about it. So I don't know if they're trying to be funny versus what happened.
I think so.
They wanna get
If
on
not,
Nicholas'
if they weren't, I don't know what they're gonna do with it. But
I want that tip money.
as long as it goes to a
Robots
human,
don't get the tips.
as long as it goes to a human, I don't care.
Kind of getting into that realm. Things are a little too perfect or a little too polished or something about that. It's just that now maybe, as I've been talking about this for years, is that what's cool about music is the mistakes, the little things in there that aren't perfect.
Yes.
It gives it that flavor.
Yeah.
And maybe that's going to come back into vogue again. Because I know I've been teaching for a while, and then there was a point there that if like they didn't sound like what was on the YouTube, that wasn't right. That's just, I'm not going to perform this. So.
Yeah. I just thought of this, and I'm not meaning to be like contrary on this, but it just made me think, like, what about? I mean, you guys are all hip to like the yacht rock stuff, you know, that like documentary that was out, which is a grotesque term for such awesome music. But I would challenge anybody to point out a mistake on one of those records, like a Toto album or something. Like, I mean, so it can be done polished. You can polish, like to a point where it's like kind of like a perfect album, not, you know, subjectively, but objectively. There's no idiosyncrasies with anything. It was all done exactly how they wanted to do it, and it's still pretty awesome. That's a level of talent, I think. Maybe that's where that comes from, but it can still be done. But that's awesome. It's in the genre. Yeah. I mean, obviously Led Zeppelin wasn't trying to sound like that because, you know, they've got all kinds of slop on their albums, and it's great. Sounds awesome. It sounds like them. But you can still make a polished record that's got groove and feel and all that, I think.
Trying to think of where to go with that.
Can you polish a turd, though?
Professional turd polishers.
No. But I mean, like the core has to be there. The substance has to be there.
Yeah,
for
it
that
has
to work.
To be there.
Yeah.
But the humanity is definitely in between the ones and zeros, where that's where they don't have. But they got quantum computers coming out now that it goes well between the ones and zeros, and that's when I was learning how those things work. It's just so weird. Shake your head.
No, I'm just lost. There's more than 1 and 0.
Yeah. What's in between 1 and 0?
Yeah, that's what the quantum computers are about. They got the floating point in there that works as a cone. So
What
it basically
the heck?
it goes. Yeah, I can't remember the numbers, but there's a billion different ways that it can think of things. And that's why it can only do certain amount right now, because we just don't have the power in order to make that work. And they've been talking about, well, that's where all the new AI stuff's coming from, and that's why they want to do all the new nuclear power plants and everything else, because they need the extra power to actually make these things work. So I'll do more of a deep dive into that coming up, because that really, really...
Well,
caught my attention.
Yeah, it's just kind of like what are you talking about? Like why you can't make a computer sound like Jeff Porcaro? Like,
well, no,
like
it's more or less,
like you could make a computer play his groove,
yeah,
but it would not sound quite right, like
exactly.
because it can't live in between, like you said, the ones and zeros. Like it can't exist in that weird ether, like where groove comes from.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying about
You still
Jojo
have that?
Mayer. He did a TEDx talk talking about the humanity between the ones and zeros
Yeah.
for the binary code. And that's where I got the idea from. And the more I think about it, the more you're just like, yeah, that's exactly how it is. You can play dead on that click, but there's always going to be that little nuance in there that the computer can't do, and that's where you can hear that. But that's where the quantum computer comes into play. Again, I can't explain it well because it's been a couple of weeks since I looked at how the data works, but it was just weird. It was just like one thing was not on as 1 or 0, it was in between. It was in a cone shape. It was how I was able to do it. That's the best I can describe it right now. I'll come back with a better explanation next time. So tune in again next time, and maybe I'll have a better explanation for you. But with that being said, with JoJo,
Let's go back to circles.
Yeah. A lot simpler.
circles and the bearing edge.
Bearing.
Bear ring.
Edge. Yep. That brings you up to the JoJo thing.
Yeah,
Do you have this video?
at one point. I mean, I've
Okay.
seen it a zillion times.
'Cause I was trying to give this away for years and years and
I
years on
remember
the other
last time,
podcast. Yeah, and basically the whole question is like, who was Peter Nyblock's, or not who? What was Peter Nyblock's original drum set? What was the first drum set he ever bought? And if anyone could guess it, that was theirs, and it's still sitting here to this day. You want a shot at it?
You know, I think I even asked him, but guess what? I can't remember.
Exactly.
This is a recurring theme of today.
The fun part is it's the same. I had the same first drum set as well, but his was the English version.
Do I get like 3 questions to ask or something? Like,
Nope, just gotta guess.
Oh,
You know who Peter Nyblock is?
well, yeah.
Yep. So
But I
Oh,
can't.
I think
you
I
can
know.
about guess the age.
Yeah.
But
I think he started drumming professionally at the age of 13.
was he living in the States though, or was he in?
Nope.
He was in Ireland at that time.
Yep.
Then. So what were they selling over there? I remember what I guessed last time, and that wasn't it.
Nope. Because I for sure thought you were gonna nail it.
Walking disappointment, Wade. That's
You
me-
are
it's
not.
me in a nutshell.
No way.
God, what could it have been? But you had one too.
Yeah,
Here.
but not that version. His is a version.
Oh, there's versions. Okay, there's versions.
Well, all drums have versions.
Yeah,
Thinking about it.
yeah, that's true.
Gavin doesn't get a guess.
Drums from 300 years ago, though, if he was 13. I mean,
Yeah,
Peter's a walking gem. Oh my god, I love that guy.
has he done this? He's done this.
Yeah, a
podcast,
couple of
yeah.
times.
As you can see, I'm killing time while I'm trying to think
That's
of a good
fine.
answer. I'm just
Absolutely. Gavin's coming up with a question for you after
Yeah.
this, though.
I do have a question for
Yeah,
him.
it's going to be about AI and eating bugs and stuff.
No, it's gonna be about drums.
Drums are so primitive.
How do those work? But
With a bearing edge.
that's all you need. This is a horrible guess because you would be way more upset that you had this kit and I don't have it anymore. But it wasn't a Camco, was it?
No, it
Because
was not a
you
Camco.
would have been pissed if you still didn't have that one. Like because that's one that.
I'm still
you
kind of
want.
mad that I don't have this one.
Okay.
But
Well, that was my guess. I guess that's it.
no, it was not Camco.
Okay.
So, no, excellent guess though on that.
It was, yeah.
Right in that era, that was right after George Way
Yeah.
lost all their patents to them because they were buying all their stuff from Camco.
Yeah.
Isn't that how it worked?
Well,
And then-
yeah. It was.
And then Camco used it for a while until they went out of business and DW picked it up.
Yeah, and we talked about this on the last one, I remember, and it was like that guy had his company taken from him like 3 different times, and my theory was that it's because he's Canadian. He's just a pushover.
We love you, Canadians.
Sorry,
eh?
Canada.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
what was the kit?
What was the? I can't say that because the next one's coming on, and I can't tell them.
Wait, I think you just own that DVD now. No one's gonna guess this.
Someone will, 'cause it's not that uncommon. That's the whole thing. I just
Well,
can't believe everyone
that's
shoots
what's
around it
killing
all
me.
the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid the obvious ones. Like
You're 13. That's
I mean,
all I can say.
is it as obvious as Ludwig? Because he saw the Ed Sullivan
It's
show
not-
or kind of
not-
thing, like
not
everybody
Ludwig,
else.
but
Okay.
at least that's getting closer.
Okay. I'll remember that for next time.
Okay. But Gavin's got one for you.
Speaking of the Ed Sullivan show, do you think you guys could make a Ringo kit?
Oh, yeah.
Like
Ooh, some black
that-
oyster.
Yep.
yeah.
That would be
Ooh.
the telltale
Ooh.
thing of it. Yeah, we could get the black oyster wrap, and then
No
like
kidding.
shells. We could do the old 3-ply,
Yo.
That's what makes
poplar
that
mahogany.
George Way
I might be
sound
coming in
Yeah.
pretty soon then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to get one.
Yep.
Cool.
Black oyster wrap, drummer's journey kit.
Yes,
That'd be
sir.
sweet.
That would be sweet.
First of its kind.
Cool.
Make it inflatable and I'll buy one.
There we go. With drones.
Like you pull the cord and it goes.
Not worried about the bearing edges on this one.
No.
I'll buy 5. We can figure that out.
Might sound a bit tubby.
Yeah, so what are you thinking about the future of music, at least future of live music that's coming around out there? Does it feel like it's getting slower, picking up, same? It's like,
I don't know. For us, it's been. I think locally, it's been picking up, especially since COVID. It's been a
Yeah.
gradual. It took a while, but it's happening. Like there's more
coming
events
back.
popping up.
Thank God.
Losing a lot of venues in town, which stinks, but there's also ones emerging too. So
I've been noticing that.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of this new stuff's been popping up.
Yeah.
Where we played last night, they established 2021. I was like, oh,
yeah,
it's only a few years ago, and they're like, looks really nice in there.
yeah. This bar Unhinged, they're having a lot of bands there now.
Yeah, Unhinged.
That's becoming a place for bands.
Saloon 95, is that right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that one looks really nice.
Yeah.
It's like been all redone.
Yep.
It's fun.
So yeah, things go and things reemerge, and it's starting from what I can tell. I mean, like summers were pretty interesting. Like in 21, even 22, I don't think it had fully resurged, and maybe it still hasn't because it never will. You know how things work with like inflation. Prices come back down, but never where they were.
Yeah, exactly.
Then it goes up, and then they come back down, but never where it was, and it's just everything kind of shifts. So it may never be like it was. But every decade says that, it's like, it's never like it was here in the 80s. It's never like it was in the 90s.
Back in my day.
Yeah. Although, yeah, as I contest, if we were to go back and look, I bet we were still complaining, even if, it was still, we were
There's always
complaining about
something to
something that
complain
hadn't
about.
even existed
Full
yet.
circle right there.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
The first words ever said were just like, God damn it, why couldn't this have been like, that was the first thing somebody said on Earth.
Yeah.
They're already like, you know what? This is not what I expected my first existence on this planet to be like. I was expecting something way better.
It was better when we were in the tree.
Well, that's where I was.
That's right. It was better before we evolved.
And that's where I was getting back to, is just like how the perfection of the AI is just kind of basically pushing humanity out. And then you got this thing between ones and zeros and all that other fun stuff where the nuance lies and all that. But I'm guessing, even with all these like new bars and venues and stuff, and maybe with the autonomous cars that are coming down the line, all that other fun stuff, is that maybe there is a resurgence of live entertainment that's coming back around. And that's where I'm hopeful at, is that people want to come out, they want to see people get out and do things, maybe slip and fall off the stage, stuff like that. And yeah, instead of listening to robots or your Spotify account over and over and over again, I'm sure that gets tedious.
Yeah.
So
If I have to play for robots, that's the day I retire. I quit.
what if they're good tipping robots?
Like they're tipping me?
Yeah.
Totally acceptable.
Okay.
I'm pro with that. That's good.
He's against the robots. It's not anything.
I like money.
Have to come up with those shirts. You could sell them at Drummer's Journey. It'd be awesome. Oh, but I'm guessing we should probably go out on that. No, we got that whole thing full circle. That was beautiful. So thank you for coming on, Scott. You got anything to say good about Drummer's Journey? All I can say is we got a drum pad circle. Come out. It's basically a yoga class with drum pads.
Yeah.
It got up to, we had like 8 people there last time.
Yeah. Come on, work on
And-
your hands, man. Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely. That's where it all starts.
Scott jumps in every once in a while. Mike jumps in every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Yep.
We try to make it lively, try to make it light.
Yep, absolutely. And then a hand drum circle every Sunday at noon.
Sunday at noon.
Play some hand drums and jam. Yeah.
Exactly. meditate a little bit.
Yeah.
Bring that stress down.
Get your chakras going. Breathe through your eyelids a little bit. That kind of thing.
Beautiful. Breathe through your eyelids. Oh, I love it. So, anything coming up? What's for the good of the order here, Scott?
I'm going to continue to progress through summer with as positive a mindset as I possibly can. That's my goal for this year. And when the gods see fit to bless me with air conditioning once again, I'll be grateful.
There's a story we didn't get into, but we'll find out after all this is over. Air conditioning, okay. Yeah, Pirate on Cassette will be out at, the M&J at the end of August here, and then the beginning of September will be over at Specs Bar once again for both nights, Friday and Saturday, both weekends. And podcast next week. We have on a photographer next week. We have Dave. I forgot your last name, Dave, but for Shutterflocks.
Imagine that.
Yep, imagine that. I don't know what just happened. For Shutterfocks Photography. So Dave will be on next week. We'll talk about what's going on out there. He gets to see a lot more of the scene than we do, obviously, because he's been running around taking photos and all that fun stuff. Gavin, what you got? What you looking for out there?
I'm just wondering if you had fun.
Did you have fun?
Well, I thought he was asking you.
I'm asking
I think
you.
Wade had an
I'm
awesome
never
time.
having-
You're our guest, my dude.
No, yeah, this was great.
Cool.
This was better even than the one that failed.
I think so too.
In Studio
It went
B
even
here.
better than, the one that never was. That's
We'll be
on
back to
forever.
Studio A as soon as up and running again.
Yeah,
So
that
again,
was-
the GoFundMe we'll put down below. Kidding. But if you do want to help out, get a hold of an 8-side studio.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
So
Cool beans.
keep these guys going too. It's going. They got a great room to record
Yes,
in. Everything
yes.
else, they do podcasting. Getting into video work yet?
We're going to.
I'm gonna keep pushing for that.
It's going to be a much better time now that everything is out of the studio.
Oh yeah, get a chance to rebuild,
Yeah.
regroup. Oh,
We got
yeah,
plans.
It's gonna be
How many
beautiful.
robots do you have currently?
We have one.
That's one more. than I thought.
Optimus. That's the name of the robot.
That's one
I
more
came
than I
up with it.
It's an Alexa unit. It's not
Oh,
a
okay.
robot.
It's stationary. All
Yeah,
right.
it'll
Okay.
just come at you.
All right. I guess I
But
can
they
go
are
back
coming.
over there.
Oh, and make sure you're commenting down below how stupid we are, whatever else is going on. It doesn't really matter. Give us your robot names. I don't know. And come up with that T-shirt slogan. That'd be really fun.
Fuck them bots.
There.
Oh,
That's one of
what I
them,
thought
but
of.
you can't really wear that in public. You got to figure out something a little more clever, a little
Oh,
more.
it's 2025. There's rarely
Well,
anything you can't do.
You know, you do have a point there.
Right.
2025, nothing's illegal.
Yeah.
But this is where you got to remember: if you're a drummer, guitarist, or bass player, more charisma than your front man, band may be in trouble. Well, that's why my band's doing just fine. So until next time.
Peace.
Oh no. I forgot to hit record or stream.